But I'm still in control. It's out of my hands. You can never take away the power of my It's out of my hands. But I'm still in control. It's out of my hands. You can never take away the power of my
Mayhem, I told you. Fucking like a book.
Begint nou toe klemmen, dit gaat.
might be premature, but I'm thinking it's time to just opt out of stream elements altogether.
Blankets on the tires as quickly as we can.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
So the plan is we will get at least 10-minute warning before we have the restart. So if you want to jump
Okay,
out.
but where's the blankets?
Yeah, yeah.
You're allowed to put, yeah, put it on then. Stop saying that you put it. Let's put them on. Found them, put them on.
For example, when you do that, or when I do that, it goes brink, and it drives me fucking insane. I'm not sure that'll do it, killing stream elements, but it might.
It's lights out and away we go.
See, it just did it again, fucker.
Like a book.
Oh yeah. I hate that. That'll kill it for me right then and there if I can't figure that out. That whole little brink, that's like your cell phone like making a noise and like you can't figure out what it's for, but it just does it, and it does it at like a regular interval. Like all those other parts you can figure out, but where to turn it off totally eludes you. I can imagine it like is akin to like maybe like Havana syndrome or like something to that effect, actually. At least for me anyway, because the noise is fucking driving me nuts. So I haven't done this race yet. It's just gonna be this today. So enjoy it while it lasts, mates. What are we doing here? 950. Should I shoehorn one of these 1,000? Oh, you can't do that actually. None of these cars are fucking fast enough. You know, should I do this and like melt the fucking tires? Should I do this and melt the fucking tires? What should I do? I want to drive this Corvette because this Corvette is a freaking demon. But like, I also want to like do it like true to like the race format and stuff like that. You know, because like I know with my luck it's gonna rain or something like that. I don't want to dick around with it either because I got other shit to do today. I got a hard drive for my car. I'd like to go drive it. So, the heart of my Flat Stanley is the heart of my favorite PC ever that I killed. Don't tell anybody I killed it, but it was me that killed that one. I knew what I was doing was wrong and I shouldn't do it, and I did it anyway. There's a little demon on my shoulder going, do it, do it, just do it. And I did it, and it shut off, and it never turned on ever again. Well, you know, it probably did turn on, because, like, I got, like, a notification that they were trying to access my Windows account. But, like, there's nothing on there anyway. What do you want, the backups to my iRacing computer? Yeah, go for it, have it. Have it, mate, as they say. Have it. So, what do you say, Josie? Should I do the Corvette or should I do the Porsche? Hey, rating, party of one, AI Racing TV. Hold on a second here. Let me see this. So I can use the Porsche, the Ferrari, or the Toyota according to the rules. So I gotta use the Ferrari then. Since you use the Porsche, I'll use the Ferrari. And I'll go and see what kind of shit I gotta buy for it. I don't mind using the Ferrari, it's cool. Let's go get the money. So I think I should have new shirts coming this week. And I'm pretty sure I have the soldering iron tip that I'm supposed to have. But like, I swear to you, I ordered the one that I got. But it's got the one that I wanted and I'm waiting for still. Or I'm confused. I looked at so many of them and I'm not sure which one I bought or which one I didn't buy. And like, dude, it's all fucking crazy. So anyway, long story short, I believe I have the soldering iron tip to finish the shit. Or the stuff, I'm sorry. The DD1. That's gonna be, I'm crossing my fingers that that works really good because I plan on having that be my primary device from now on. Like, I might put it over there where the Simgear.club is, and I might just stop using the Simgear.club altogether. Like, I don't know if I want to do that, because I guess that's a hard pill for me to swallow, because, like, I would have to use just the Fanatec wheels or whatever, but, like, if I converted that into, like, money, you know what I mean? Like, that Simgear.club Pro 2 or whatever, and, like, one of those wheels, I might be able to get motion. You know what I mean? Because that's a lot of money sitting over there, like, and one of these things that I don't use. I'd like to get rid of one of them, please, thank you. Or I'd like to have one of their rightful owners use them. Did I already do it? Yeah, medium supercharger, right? We're good to go. Do I just have it like restricted or something? Or do I have like hard tires on? You're meant to do this on 2 stops, right? Like 3 stints? Or 1 stint. Yahozy, what do you think? Hey, thanks again, AI Racing TV, man. Like your channel. That's why I rate it, because you got lots of cool tricks to show people things. All right, the other thing I'm gonna do is, where do you like make it like change colors? Here? I'm going for the not red Ferrari, if that's okay. I gotta go here? How the fuck do I do this? Fuck it. Which one's right? 13,000. I'm gonna go with this guy, I think. You think? Look.
Yeah.
Alright, so if anyone knows how to turn that notification off, that would be fantastic. I'd like to kill it right now. I think I'd just go with this one, right? 26,000 credits. Is there a cheaper one? Why does it money? That's not even right. Fucking A, man. What are we doing here? Iraq? Argentina? What is this shit? Dude, did I do something wrong? Where am I, man? Am I in the wrong place? $611.26. Does anyone actually know who the fuck these cars... What does this say? Can anyone vouch for any of these things before I go and look at them, before they look stupid? Norway. There's a race on today, isn't there? There is. Spoon. All right. Again. 83, 24 hours of Le Mans, 2025. All right, I'm gonna go with this one, maybe. Let's see. Is it 26,000 credits? It is. It's 25. Fuck it. What custom parts? I don't understand. Whatever. Probably ruined my car, right? Only one way to find out. Hey, say hi to my dark camera. Actually, I think the cameras are doing their thing. Supposedly. Welcome to the show. The Kilometer show. Where we try and do, what is it? What's 26.8 miles? Is that like 90 kilometers or something like that? Is that the conversion rate? going conversion rate. Wah, 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 whammy bar for your car. I will not be using the whammy bar for your car today, just so everyone knows. Whew. Dude says hard tire, one stop. So why is my car so, like, low here? Did I use this at a 900 level, probably? I would think that would be it. This was a poor choice on my part. Oh, I thought it was ×3 or some shit. How many miles is this? I'm gonna need a shower after this, I bet. I picked a dirty hat out of the pile, so I don't have to worry about getting all sweaty or anything in one of the other ones. Those other hats I have, the ones that are kind of like closed back and stuff like that on the merch store thing, those motherfuckers are hot, dude. Oh yeah, the race is 50 miles. So I was accurate on the 26 point whatever miles that the workout is. That's 90 miles, 90 kilometers, right? I gotta know this if I want to drive over the Gordie Howe Bridge. Car settings. Ooh, racing mediums. How come it doesn't have anti-lag? Can you not get the anti-lag? What's up with that? So, should I go back out and get anti-lag? Or does it not have it? Probably doesn't have it. I didn't even see it. Fuck it. Run it. I got nitrous. Oh, it's not turning. Oh! I'm going soft. Toyota is the car to have. Oh shit. Ferrari cheats though. It's in their contract. If if their cars are slower than everyone else's, the lawyers call. Gotta remind me to turn the force down or like turn the fucking wheel over because I'm getting weak now with all this new added force feedback or the holding force. That shit's crazy. Sorry if I'm not looking at your chat, YouTube, or anybody. It's fucking intense here. Everything I can do to catch this stupid front-wheel drive Nissan. That's the next Fanatec wheel right there. You're gonna get that piece of shit. Honestly, though, I think you're gonna get the Vision GT car from this game. Oh! This shit is working my armpit, dude. I'm using nitrous, dude, like a motherfucker. I've already used more than half. It's lap 3. That's probably why. Dive down in there real hard and I'm gonna use your door to turn. What? I passed all of you bros. Shout out to Royal OG on his stream anniversary. Shout out to that Peugeot. As soon as I get through the bus stop, I found this in the parking lot. I think it belongs to you. Oh, I'm not waiting that long. Yeah, there's my old favorite GT1 car. Got smoked by Lando Norris. This is kind of my track. I used to hold a world record here at NASCAR shit. Long time ago. Like almost 20 years ago, I guess now, come to think of it. I started doing racing video games to enhance my hand-eye coordination and reaction time for RC car racing. It became the sim racing thing because of like family. Uh-oh! Woo! It's the Ferrari truck. What do they call that? The Pusa Ganyanga? Pusanyanga? What do they call that thing? I was trying to send it through the bus stop. Whoa! The joke around the race team about Watkins Glen is someone on the team had said, like, you know what, they should stop calling this place the Glen, and then they used their name instead. So that's what we started calling it from there on after. They shall remain nameless. I got Nissan barreling down on me here at second 40. This thing's going 10 laps if it's going any. Welcome everybody, is all are welcome. Welcome down to the basement. I'm doing 50 miles at the Glen here in the Ferrari 499 on my GTDD Pro 8 Newton meter. You'll watch me and Wolf Girl unbox this piece. A real fun day. Whoa, man. I almost ate it having a memory. But hey, man, that's that full force job going for you, dude. This stuff is good. This little 8 Newton meter job is like my favorite thing in the basement these days. Works really good on AC. Not air conditioning, a set of Corso. Yes, for PlayStation 4. Front tires, left sides are going. want to lead. I like boxing from the lead. Quality pace, man. He already boxed. He's out. I gotta build the gap. The weapon in the field is that dumb Nissan. It's right behind me at 10 seconds. Oh, shit. Flag. Dude, if you get off the line, like, over a little bit, the car just goes straight. Doing it. Power boost. I took too much fuel. Power boost. I try and hit the wipers, but it would just be embarrassing. Or the headlights, I would just hit the wipers, so that would be embarrassing. Come on, cat. You must go. Oh, don't go to the grass. Grass will make you go slow. business. Team orders, motherfucker. This is a yellow car. I pay you. Anybody looking for a teammate for the 6 hours of the Glen? Oh wait, it already happened. Just had that one mistake up here. I got above the cushion there. Gap is coming. Bathe you in gapple sauce, Wong. Oh, that didn't sound right. They're running a lot of boost on that diesel behind me. Ah. I hear other cars, but there's no way. It's gotta be through the fence or something. You think the Russian will get in my way? The day ended. Why? Oh, fuck. Told you. Blue flag. I'm on the right and he smashes it. Oh, I get a second chance. Great. Nitrous is gone. Finish the lap you're on. I'd protest that. Well, those tires didn't last very long at all, did they? I think I'm good. I don't think we're gonna stop for extra fuel. Woo! Damn, man. You're welcome, Kubica. I hope the check's in the mail. 33092.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like turn chat off. Oh man, I don't get anything cool. I just get money. Who? I don't ever look at that stuff, man. I get it now. Long will go long. I was in deep concentration at that point. There was no room for a long move. Hopefully you're enjoying my awesome, not AI generated screenshots or thumbnails. I don't do that AI shit here. Riding up the Detroit traffic jam soon. where the Toyota almost puts it in the back. I just started going slow into a couple of corners. I probably should have kept going a little faster. Like there. I was going down into like GT3 speeds. Yeah, man, expect that. Like, we should go and look at the car, or the in-car of that Nissan Vision GTR. And I guarantee you that's where your next Fanatec wheel is coming from. Because they're going to stick in that CSL range, because that's a sweet spot. Nobody buys their high-end wheels, man. I mean, I've seen like 2 people, like in my entire like affiliate like existence, with that BMW wheel. Maybe 3. And I've seen nobody with that Bentley. And honestly, like even if you wanted it, I almost wouldn't recommend it unless like you really had more money than common sense. However, I can recommend these like inexpensive like CSL-based motors, because they're fucking amazing actually compared to the giant motor. I wish they would have given me the comparison that I asked for, rather than the fucking pile of spare parts in the other room. But this is what we got. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh, contact. We're not starting fucking old airplanes. Some door popping. So I was like trying to introduce some people to like the original IMSA, like ALMS Grand Am series, like car, right? They have it on iRacing. It's called the DP Riley, and it's basically like the car of tomorrow, NASCAR, with like some more downforce on it, right? There's not much different there. It's a 5-speed, though. That's a different gearbox, I guess. And it's rear engine, rear drive. That's, I guess, a huge difference. But anyway, other than that, you go out there and beat and bang on it, like, you know, a NASCAR, I guess. It is like started by the NASCAR, you know, ownership group, like management team. But anyway, that's where like the current IMSA comes from. So I was trying to like explain, like that's the car that, you know, we should run, because like I think it's legacy, so everyone should have access to it, or it should be free. But we should do it on kind of like NASCAR road courses, kind of like as a revival of like the old Grand Am series. The Grand Am series was like, so like you would have 2-liter sports cars, like not sports cars, but like road cars, like kind of converted like a GT4. You had some GTE cars, like at certain events, like, you know, like the kind of like mid-tier prototypes, and then you had the DP cars. The GTE cars were actually faster than the DP cars, because the DP car like actually became like later on in life became like more like the LMP2 class of today, kind of that same framework and that same like, you know, wheelbase and footprint, motor size, all that stuff. Yeah, it's just like a rear engine, rear drive, V8. Who was in it? There's actually a few different manufacturers that ran their motors through there. Pontiac was one, BMW, Mazda. Who else? General Motors ran a couple of different like marks and brands through there. Ford was also in there with Cosworth. They did a Ford Cosworth Riley. So they ran those in the 24 hours of Le Mans. Not Le Mans, but Daytona. And this was like back in the day. You know what I mean? Like, this is like 20 plus years ago. Yeah, DP Riley Daytona. And then that car became the Corvette C7, which I believe they also ran as a Cadillac. And now it became the new, like what you see today as like current IMSA. With the hybrids and all that other shit. A lot of those changes are just changes our technology. Whoa, look at that. That's off-road, man. Like mother effer. That's going to be a good picture. I have to go back and harvest that one. But anyway, yeah, so like a lot of that stuff is just, industry driven, like to test new technology and stuff. So they say like, new fuels, hybrid systems, blah, 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 blah. And you've got the Lara, P217, is more of a, pure, like, sports car, prototype. Nothing fancy, no ABS, no traction control. Just a little extra downforce in a V8. So, like, my favorite thing that happened in the last recent times for racing, especially multi-class racing, is the ability to have the GT3 be like the global standard. Because that allows all these drivers that like you used to only see in certain series all over the place all year long. Like some of the factory Mercedes drivers just being everywhere. I believe that is what, makes these teams want to join this higher end series, the GTP, is the GT3 being so strong. Because, like, you can mess around in GT3 and then, eventually just say, hey, we see what these people are doing with this, because this is all basically the same chassis. I believe it's Orica or Lara E1 chassis, and then it's, down to aerodynamics. And then within the formula for the fuel load usage and stuff like that, and weight. And then they'll bop accordingly based on, race performances and stuff like that. That's why, everyone talks about WC being so cagey and, kind of like, everyone sandbags a little bit. Then you got this privateer team that drive a yellow car that just come out and smash people. Damn. Whoa, they're perceived as not factory, so they don't get bopped as hard, I think. Even though it's the same car, which is weird. Some of that European racing gets weird, man. They have like weight penalties and stuff too for winning. I don't think WC does that though. I'd watch it more, but it's paywalled now. It used to not be paywalled. There's a couple of people that try and like show the races and I watch them, but pretty much all you can do. Find somebody that's, brave enough to go up against the grain and do that stuff, broadcast some stuff they're not supposed to. I'm quick to broadcast something in Discord, but not out there in the world. Get striked or taken down or something like that. Hard pass. So the sun is out. That means the rain is drying and the grass is growing. It rained overnight, so I might have to cut the grass this week. It might grow. $35 to register cars for the car show. I opted out because it was going to be funky today. To be driving there in the rain. Unless you parked overnight, like if you're pre-registered or something like that. And like it's kind of like a big deal because it's like opens like the car show month, you know, because like August is like the premier like car show month. Everyone like, I think maybe they might have switched it up a little bit this year because I do believe that the east side did something in June and maybe like the west side did something in July. So that might have happened. I'm not really sure. I do remember seeing something on the news. But anyway, at least in central like area here, like Automation Alley, this kicks off the car show season. Or not the car show season, but I guess like the golden hour of the car show season because it's the end of the summer. So, and then the end of the summer is usually capped off by what's called the Woodward Avenue Dream Cruise, and it's the single one-day largest car show event. I don't know, they say in the world, but you can say a lot of shit to me and I might not believe you. I'm gonna post a good stuff. I'm gonna post a video. There you go. That's a link of a small sample of the Woodward Avenue Dream Cruise. I shot that on GoPro with the anamorphic lens. I was trying to get some sunset shit, but all I got was that light post. Fucking professional, right? Pretty close to me, they opened up a one of those golf club racetracks. Is the best way to describe it. Called M1 Concours, and it's a it has like condominiums with garages underneath them, like a garage, you know, floor level, and then like office, like studio apartment above. Depending on how you spec it, I guess, is how it is. So it's like basically a condominium for the racetrack. You could have it just 2-level and then have lifts and then have all your cars in there and not give a shit about sleeping in it. You're just there to run your cars. I think there's a bunch of different configurations. It's the hood. So like you basically do whatever you want if you got enough money. It's like they don't give a shit about all the nice houses that are still like in the neighborhood, and there used to be like neighborhoods there because it's kind of been ghetto for a while. So they just, you know, the rich people took it over. I believe they call that gentrification. So yeah, so like, you know, you got your kids playing at the park over there by that, you know, automotive country club, and they do like drift smoke shows, basically, like, and that's their main like thing. They'll do some corporate events where, you know, you'll have like ride and drive events and cars and stuff like that, you know, it's an invite-only type situation. There's a couple of, you know, public events that they do, like coming up. It's called Roadkill Nights. And what they do is, like, they should be on the grounds, but what they do is they close down Woodward Avenue and they allow spectator drags. I've been out there a couple of times and I've seen cars roll over and almost go into the crowd. Kind of not cool, actually, so like I don't go anymore. Because I could ride my bike to that too. I could ride my bike to all this stuff. A lot of fun to go do that. You ride your bike, you know, you got a lot more freedom. You know, you don't have to do the traffic thing. You know what I mean? You can go where the crow flies, basically. And it's even better than ever. You know what I mean? Because like when I was a kid and I did it, I had to like, you know, kind of like guess where to go. You could actually get lost. now I got my phone. It's in like a cool like little like holder where I can see it, like navigation with a sun shield and stuff like that. Like I got it dialed in. I got a big old bag on the back with saddlebags and stuff like that. Like I can go all out. Cooler, whatever I want. Look at that move. Track limits. Yeah, you're probably right. I probably should have gone like one lap sooner and just went back to the hard tires because the medium tires were G-O-N-E. I do not know what to do with these shady Amazon sellers, man. Soldering iron tips. I gotta get to work on that too. I'm gonna do that later today. We're gonna go have some fun, do some of that stuff, do some of this stuff. Figure out some lunch, figure out some dinner, and then I think I'm gonna get right after it. Tomorrow we're gonna go get the windows tinted on the Model Y. That'll be cool. I gotta do some tire shopping. I think we'll probably do one season on these like snow tires. Like maybe I'll put the like the race tires on just for this month, and then put the snow tires right back on. Maybe I can go get the one snow tire fixed somewhere, like while it's off, and then I would almost, you know, rather get something like more like roadworthy, like electric car tire durable, like but not shitty riding on those tires before I would get the Pirellis. Because I'm not sure what I want to do with the Pirellis. Those don't necessarily need to go back on there because, like, if I could get a decent 20-inch tire to put on the Costco snow tire things, and like maybe just put a get a wheel spacer too for the back, so it's not like the offset looks normal. That might be better because I can rotate them properly. These current ones that I have on there, you can't rotate them properly. You can only go left or front to back. You can't go front to back, left to right. The directional tread pattern sucks. I tried to explain why that sucks to somebody and they didn't understand. I said, well, look at it this way. If you can't properly rotate it, like, you know, from one corner to the other and then back to front, you lose a whole set of rotational, like, increments, and then you're gonna end up throwing that tire away prematurely when, like, it had a proper tread that was, like, you know, not directional and more universal. You'd get an extra, like, 12,000 miles out of that tire possibly. And it'd be, like, you know, not prematurely put it in a landfill. And for an entity or, like, you know, a company to sell that tire, even at a discount, knowing that they could probably just recycle it or whatever and then, like, possibly keep that tire from the landfill or redesign it in a better manner. You know what I'm saying? Like, that right there, that's complicit. That's, like, that's negligent, too. And, like, in my opinion, like, as a corporate entity, you're an accelerationist entity, and I don't want to do business with you anymore. You don't care about my well-being or my environment. You just care about making shareholder profits. I think that's bullshit. If tires were made in Akron, Ohio, that wouldn't happen, but they're not. They're made in China. They don't give a fuck. And rightly so, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, we'll ship our garbage to them, to, you know, and they'll happily make stuff with it. So, turnabout's fair play, I guess, right? It's called karma. That's why, you know, all the private equity firms that, you know, are actually offshore, like, you know, entities like that can do whatever they want and get away with it because they just pay their way through the job, you know? They never have to ask how much it costs. They only worry how much they make. Total cost, I should say. Whatever, I approve the sale. That means I'm complicit. This is the last lap. Gonna get our prizes and go. Yeah, so you can definitely feel the off-track areas here in this game. I'm 100% sure. Every time I went over that black line or entered it the wrong way, it was all bets are off. You're gonna see one more lap.
One more for good luck. Thanks, Vincent.
Interesting. Well, we nailed it. Nailed it. The Ferrari is faster than the Porsche, even at lesser performance. Is that what that meant? I guess. August 15th. So I got a lot of time before I make any arrangements there. What? I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button. Yeah, I forget things sometimes, you know? So, yeah, I could see myself leaving the wheelbase on. It's a thing. It happens, obviously. The Ferrari has four-wheel drive. So, in real life, the Ferrari has electric motors up front, and the Porsche has just electric motors in the rear. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. So, because the rule states the electric motors can work under a certain like mile per hour. So what Ferrari does is they use it to torque vector the car, I believe. Do you know what torque vectoring is? Torque vectoring is where there's a yaw sensor in the car that detects like the pitch, and then it adds like torque to the wheel it needs to pull the car in the direction that you want based on the software and the positioning of the car as it reads the sensor. Capiche? All right, now for the fun stuff. Make it happen. Whew. Thought it was gonna give me that invitation for a fucking Porsche, man. I thought you weren't allowed to do that anymore. Yeah, I don't know the rule set exactly, but there's a certain like manipulation in the rule set that Ferrari uses to kind of make their car four-wheel drive, when Porsche uses it to like save gas. Or have, you know, rear tire performance but save fuel. And the problem that Porsche was having in the last couple of years is they have torque sensors on the rear wheels. The electric motors at times was over torquing the rear wheels, putting the rear torque out of spec, and then they would be penalized in the race. I don't know if you remember that last couple, not this year, but I think last year, they were having a lot of issues with that. Which is part of the reason why Porsche wants to take their shit and go, because they're sick of being scrutinized like that. They don't feel like, you know, they feel it's like probably faulty sensors and stuff like that, and they probably protested that, and, you know, the sanctioning bodies are like, hey, I found this in the parking lot. I think it belongs to you. We don't give a fuck. You broke the rules. I don't care if you're Roger Penske or you're Porsche. You know, we're trying to, you know, keep this paired, you know what I mean? And like unbiased, so we can, you know, attract more manufacturers so we don't have to fold the tents in. Because like if you just do what Porsche and Ferrari say all the time, you're eventually going to have to, you know, end up with something like what Formula One offers you these days, which is bullshit. You know what I mean? Because you're doing what Ferrari and Mercedes say all the time, and Red Bull, and they're trying to pull each other apart. Because they suck, you know what I mean, at making rule packages that, you know, race well. They're only interested in trying to make rule packages that have like a fucking pitfall that hopefully the other engineers find, or they can exploit. Because that's what racing's all about, man. What's the old saying? I got the surefire way to make a big fortune, to make a small fortune. Take a big fortune racing, and what? If you're not cheating, you're not trying hard enough.
Yeah.
I could do this all day. But I'll tell you, that would mean I wouldn't be able to do other stuff, so time to go. Time to go work on a DD1. I'll be working the new DD1 the next time you see me on Gran Turismo. Promise you that. I don't care if I gotta put it all in a box and ride it up to the fucking you break it, I fix it. You hear what I'm saying? That shit's getting done this week. I've got the soldering iron to the best of my ability, or I have a new one that will work. Because in actuality, I don't really need the point one. Like now that, like, cause I've been thinking about this for a while. I don't really need it, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm using new boards, right? You follow me? I'm using new boards. I don't have to clean it out. So like the whole idea of getting the LB, which is like the conical point, was to clear out the small holes. But like it occurred to me after I had like gotten the wires out that I don't need to do that because I'm just using a brand new board altogether. The only thing I have to reuse are the wireless quick release modules, which is fucking crazy if you ask me, because that's probably the part that failed. It's not the boards or any kind of shit like that. It's probably the parts in between, which they didn't give me. So, which is why I also would think, like, you know, I gotta write them an email. I haven't written them an email yet, you know, responding, and I really have to do it. I tried to have my wife help me do it because, like, every time I try, I just get so mad. Because, like, you know, they said, oh, yeah, you know, this is the manual, blah, blah, blah. But then the last thing they sent me, I didn't have to solder anything. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm thinking, all right, great. They're just sending me whole parts that all I got to do is screw in and screw out. And that's not the case. You know, they're asking me to repair the part that their design, it's faulty in their design. You know what I'm saying? That's fucking crazy. That's like shit I used to have to do when I raced RC cars and stuff like that, which I was happy to do, but like I did it on my own because my shit broke. I didn't do it because the shit broke and that's what they told me to do. If I ever went back to a manufacturer because something was faulty due to the manufacturing or the design or whatever, you know what they did? Happily replaced it without saying a word. And like I said several times to these people, the only reason they're giving me a hard time is because they're not making any money anymore. And they expected to make money during the pandemic, and you know what? They didn't, because they got jerked around by their manufacturing partners because they themselves weren't trustworthy to begin with. Because everything they probably had was on shelf on a floor plan, just like a stupid car dealership. And if you don't sell stuff, you're paying interest on stuff you're holding. You're paying rent for the fucking space that's holding it. And by the time you're all done, you got rabbit ears like this. You're not selling anything. You're not able to pay your bills. You go into receivership. Boo-hoo, Yakkermeyer. Make shit that works and support your customers, and you won't go out of fucking business. I should write that in the email, right?
Yeah.
And that was funny too. During all this too, you would see him go on like Instagram and YouTube and stuff like that and start crying about the hostile takeover of their company. You know what I mean? They got a fucking go-kart track on their roof, for fuck's sake, and he's racing GT2 cars on the weekends, and he's crying about going to court because he's going to lose his business. Well, maybe you should have supported your customers instead of supporting your GT2 racing career, your go-kart track on your roof. Check it out. I found these in the parking lot. They belong to you. Rabbit ears, yacker fucker.